Alright guys, so I got the car loaded with my supplies and junk. I'm gonna be removing these side moldings right here to get a better blend. I'm gonna be removing these, the mud flaps, which for this car, these look dope. These are cool as hell. And I actually have the matching for the rear, so that's kind of cool. So I'm going to be taking these, and this off. I already got started over here with taking off, the door handle, bezel, whatever, bezel. And yeah, so now I'm just trying to take off the crank and take this off. And then it's going to be the door panel. That's going to give me access to the back of the door to take off the molding. So yeah, there's little clips in the back, got to pop out. That comes right out. Make sure you save all this stuff. Most likely yours is better condition than mine, and the door was basically hanging off like that. This car is pretty beat, so later on when I get more into the groove of things, I'm going to pick up probably better door panels, or just probably fill this in with the tweeter and get all like the little fasteners, all the clips to hold it. Who knows how it's gonna go, but this thing is actually barely even held on. I bet it's just up here. So let me get this off and keep going. All right guys, so finally got them off, and it actually doesn't look too bad like that. Looks pretty good. If only this is where the molding sits inside here, and it has like this second body line that goes all the way around the car, literally all the way around this one. If this one wasn't here, you could easily just cover up these holes and shave it all the way down, and that'll look pretty dang dope. Or keep this body line and fill this, or if this was flat and then it had this second line coming up, and yeah, it wasn't like indented right here, but if it was factory flat, that would be so cool. Like fortunately the DC2, the DC chassis, and the DB7 and 8, it just has like one little body line at the bottom. But this one, it's got a lot more little stampings to it, which gives it a lot more character. It's pretty cool. They put a lot more effort into the old cars than than 94 and up. So finally got this. Finally got this side. This is all pretty filthy. Next up is going to be removing these mud flaps, and then for the painting I'm going to be removing the mirrors, but I'm not going to do that now because I still got to drive the car, and Mikey's staring at you the whole time. And then right now I'm about to fix these right here, this side and this side, and I'm going to push out these the ding right there and push this one out. Probably get these two, just fill those in quick. I don't want to do too much body work because this is just going to be like spot body work. I'm not going to be feathering it so far out because I do want to try and keep this blue paint to paint over it to help have more depth to it, because I'm not going to be applying too much paint on this because I don't have a lot of material, but it is enough for what I'm trying to do, hopefully. But yeah, we'll see. Alright guys, so I got a little bit of bad news. So these dings that are right here, and there's one up here, and probably a few others, but just all the big ones here and on the other side, there's a crash beam here, or no, actually it's a little bit above the clips because they make it where you can access the clips. There's a crash beam here, and there's another crash beam here, and there's another panel behind this panel that big, so it covers up all the dings. I can't get access to them, so my only option would be to either fill it or leave it, and I'm kind of leaning towards filling it, but yeah, I don't even know for sure. I'm gonna get rid of this because that's their white paint. As you can see, they had a white door, and when they hit this, their white door had the gray primer, because this is just a, you know, a replacement replica. But yeah, so that's kind of annoying that I can't get behind this and push it out like I could with the quarter panels. But they got to make these doors pretty solid, so if there's like a T-bone, you know, their radiator is not going to end up on the person's lap inside. But yeah, but the CRX is definitely more flimsier than this, which kind of sucks, because you don't want to get hit in that car. But these are a little bit more beefier. I see a lot more damage here, so I'm just gonna end up getting this area and right here. So yeah, so I'm gonna get started on that, and then it's gonna be pretty good. I broke out the sander. Really nothing special. It's a Chicago Electric from Harbor Freight. This thing was like 15 bucks. Comes with a little bag that probably doesn't even collect any dust. Well, it does, but you know, most of it goes in your lungs anyways. It's one speed on and off. It's not the variable speed, but this single speed has done me so well. It did the CRX, and yeah, I got my filler right there. This is what I'm using. Well, this is a Pro Glazing putty, but yeah, by All Glaze Finish Pro, and this stuff is pretty dang sweet. It feathers out nice. It's self-leveling. Put it on light, sand it off, and it fills in some nice imperfections. This is not the same as Bondo. Bondo, you can go like a little bit thicker. This is more like to get the waves out, because you do not want the car to be waving at you. Even though this car is not getting full body work, it still has a lot of imperfections. Anything major, I'm just trying to get out. So sanded the whole perimeter and inside. That's gonna cure up nicely right now. I had like one dent right here, and I just got multiple little waves right there, even though there's about a dozen between here and here. If you rub your hand across it, you can't feel it, but you can see them. I'm just trying to go for the ones that it's just basically a crater. That's what I don't want. Door ding, might as well do it while I'm here. All I do is I put the glazing putty, I put a little high spot where it's like this, and then I'm just going to lay the sander on it, and then I can feel the sander eating away at the glaze, because this stuff, it you know, it pretty much it's not like Bondo, it sands easier. I could feel it getting closer and closer and closer to the panel. As soon as I hit the panel, go a little bit around, and it is flat. Primer that, and then I could go with the block sand and just block sand this, and then it's gonna be nice. Same for this, same for that. This fender, I don't think I'm gonna do this today, because two things. I have to take off this inner fender, and I need some type of like hammer and dolly to actually get this out, because I do not just want to, and that's my sweat, I just do not want to cake this in with body filler. I want to get behind it, put like a dolly like that, and tap the back of it to get this looking nice. So yeah, and then with doing that, I got to take off the wheel, jack up the car, do all this other stuff that I literally can't do right now, like physically can't do. So yeah, so after this, I'm pretty much gonna be beat. But yeah, so it's coming along. I'm gonna get this piece right here. I already sanded the whole thing. Gonna fill that up with glaze. It's gonna be like in millimeters, probably like 2 or 3 millimeters deep, so that's not gonna be a lot. So yeah, and then right here, like I said, there's no body damage, and I'm gonna end up doing the same right here, and I gotta tap this out more, and I think I'm just gonna end up doing this. It's not gonna take too long. After like I'm heated up, ready to go, it's not gonna be too bad just doing this. I have a little ding right here. When it's all painted, you will see that. I have some high spots right here. High spots are pretty easy. Once you sand it down, you're just gonna burn through everything to bare metal. Tap that down, little glaze, and then it's done. Ding right here. That's the biggest ding on the car probably. And some high spots right here. And so high spots mean that it's coming through this way. Tap these down, glaze. And then there's this one. This one's been there for a long time. I think my brother actually painted this fender, and this was there since I seen the car, like probably a little bit over a year ago. So I think he probably painted over that dent too. So yeah guys, everything's looking pretty good. It's coming along nicely. Just gonna worry about this area, and then I'm gonna move on to that side probably tomorrow, but should be all ready. All right guys, so just got done with that one right there, that one here, and I found more previous body work right here. So that's flat. Still working down there. Kind of difficult for me to go down there, but and this is all done right here. I got this straight as an arrow. Feels super smooth. So I'm gonna be primering this one, this, and this right now. Gonna clean them up, primer it, and then I'm done. And then that one I'm gonna add more filler, and yeah, because I still have some low spots. Let's see. Yeah, as you can see, there's some low spots right there. So gonna be doing that, and the car's super dusty already, man. All right, so after this, I think I'm probably gonna shoot to this side, because there's really nothing here. All right guys, so this is already day 2. I just got back from my local supply, and I got this tape. It's a 2-inch tape. Things gonna last. Things always I always think that I'm not gonna have enough tape until I buy like 2 or 3, and I just end up using 1. So I bought 1. If I need another one, I'll go get it. I bought this one. This is like $175. This was $5, so pretty good deal. And this is about 3/4 of an inch, so that's gonna go for the moldings and like little tricky spots that I want to cover up from base and clear. These are about $150 a piece. I got 2 600s right there, and I got 1 240. So this is gonna be for just filler and glaze. Well, just glaze, and just to like contour and fix and repair and just make it look nice. And then this one's gonna be for the clear coat, primer, and exposed base, old base that I'm gonna be painting over. And this is just gonna be for prepping the whole car, or not the whole car, but all the panels that I'm gonna be painting. So I got 2 of those. That should be more than enough. I'm just gonna be wet sanding, and when you wet sand, you don't clog up, you know, the material, so should be good. So let's look at the progress that I made. And yeah, door is completely a disaster. The car is all dusty, but all it takes is one nice you know, microfiber rag. And yeah, so I got right here. I need to correct this a little bit. There's a little low spot right there where I accidentally dug into the filler, or the glaze. I got that right there, and right here was a little bit weird. There's a low spot here, low spot here, low spot here, here. I'm not even gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna paint over those dents, and I have probably 500 more dents down the side that, you know, it's not gonna even, this is not even gonna you know, phase me or anything. But as far as like big stuff, I did fix right here, and that massive dent right here. I got this all in filler after you know, getting all the low spots, and I tapped down some high spots, and yeah, so this is gonna be ready to go for to level this out. And good thing I have my my sander, my electric sander. That thing is saving my body so much. Just let the sander do its job. The reason why it looks like this is because it got too late, and I just ended up primering over so it doesn't have exposed glaze all over it. And exposed glaze would look a little bit more funnier than primer. So I got all this to sand down. That's gonna be on the next video. That's gonna be on the prep video, but right now it's just the body video. So gonna sand down all this. This is all just easy stuff. Right here you can see where it's all burned, and then right here some old spray. So all this is going to be sanded down. I still have some nice paint right there, and that's going to be a nice blend area right here too. So I got the dent pulled. Feels nice. Don't feel anything. Got a little bit on the window, but that's okay. So this is all good area right here for blending. So this is just gonna save me on material on base coat. Right here, I think when I end up wet sanding this, I'm actually going to end up exposing more clear in base that's hidden under here, because this damage wasn't this big. So this is going to shrink down to like right there. And then I got this whole section in glaze and yeah, painted in, well, no, primer. So got right here. I couldn't push it out from the back like I said previously, so I just ended up glazing over it and glazing here. So my two main areas that I'm going to work on today is, or my three main areas, is this whole dent right here, this little low spot right here, that's nothing, and this right here. And then on the day of prep, I'm just gonna go over these spots right here with the block sander and block down the whole thing, wet sand it. But everywhere else like that looks like this, it's ready to go. But I'm probably gonna start on this right now and get this smoothed out. So let's see. All right guys, so I just took off the fender right now, and man oh man, while kicking around everything, this thing was a little pain because I had to get out these while the wheel was still on. Those flowers right there, those were from this bush that my brother parked the car besides, and it would always, you know, to like cover the car whenever he left it. And I just found more of those things after trying to clean them out the bay. And yeah, it just sucks seeing this because you know, it reminds me of when I went to go pick up the car. It sat for a long time. But yeah, so probably just gonna go in here, get this filter out, clean the air filter, and yeah, who remembers when everybody used to rock you know, no fenders, and it just caught on. I think like some Ricer did it, and then before you know it, I think the NSX guys, and then the Porsche guys, and then the S2000 guys, they started doing it. It's pretty bad. All right guys, so I worked out as much as this dent as possible. Yeah, it looks bad. I'm really not gonna worry about this after all, but all this is gonna go in filler, I mean glaze. There are some high spots where I do have to hammer down, but when I sand, that's gonna reveal everything that's, you know, above the surface. So for now, I'm going to wash it and primer it. No, I'm going to wash it, sand it, then primer it. And then after that, throw it on the car and then begin the body work. But yeah, you could see right here how much it faded. It's crazy. You know, whenever you see a, you know, like a car and it has like a rusty hood or rusty fender or something, That's basically a remanufactured part that was never, you know, painted. And so this one, it started to rust also. So luckily I'm catching it just in time before it got too much where it's gonna take a lot of prep work to actually get it in paint, but it's gonna be good. So we got it all clean. Right there. That doesn't look too bad, it looks pretty good. I sprayed it off and a lot of dirt just came off, and a lot of this coating, this primer that they put from factory, it came off, so there is some bare metal right here. But I definitely have to get this in freaking primer before it starts to rust again. So yeah, so I'm gonna sand it, primer it. Fortunately it looks nice over there. This body line right here is nice, everything's here. So just has a little something here and this, and that's it. Alright, so it's completely sanded right there. Now it's time to throw on some primer. We'll clean it, primer, and then reinstall. Be good. I can't take off this bracket because I do not want to break it, and it's kind of stubborn, so I'm gonna spray it with the bracket, then add that bumper slider thing. So yeah. Alright guys, so I got one coat on. Didn't come out too bad. I hate the spray pattern of these Rust-Oleum cans. It's just like that big. So to actually get good coverage, it takes a while and extra material. So just gonna let this flash off, and then I'm gonna get another coat in. But yeah, but the car's looking pretty nice. So just gonna let this flash and then apply it. Alright guys, so after sanding, I applied more glaze just to get all the low spots, and yeah, pretty much almost done with that one. So applied a little bit right here. Got the fender back on. It doesn't look too bad, looks pretty good. So yeah, gonna get this fender buttoned up, and yeah, I have this bracket, some hardware right there. Got to put the inner fender in, and it's gonna be good. Alright guys, so this already cured. As you've seen, I already got the other fender on, so now it's time to work on this side. And this is not gonna be 100%, but I just want to make it a little bit decent than what it was. So remember that it's gonna have waves, but strict budget, no garage, no supplies, no money, nothing. Just have a little paint, and yeah, so hope you guys really understand. So gonna get this knocked down, get it in some primer, and that's gonna be it until I am prepped for paint. So that's gonna be knocking down all the shine and getting all around the edges and everything, and making everything uniform. Alright guys, so that's it. I'm still working on this right here, and that's gonna come together. I just gotta give it a little bit more time. Right here is pretty bad, and right here is smooth, it's nice, but right here, like where it dips down, I don't like that. So gonna keep doing that. Right here is done. This is literally just filler that's unsanded, so I gotta sand that down real quick. That tire's kind of low, but yeah, so that's how it looks right there. Not bad at all. This is fixed, and I need a little sanding. As you can see, there's a little filler where I had to add some because it was a little low spot, so I put some glaze over that, and now this is going to be fixed, and that's done down there. But yeah, so this feels very, very good. I like this. I probably have to like curve this edge a little bit because the edge is kind of a little bit too sharp. You're not going to see it with the fat molding on it anyways, but still I want to like get it as close as possible, since this is the good side and my side over there is like not the good side. But yeah, so I got to adjust this fender more. I just threw it on there and bolted it, but I really have to like align the whole front end But yeah, all right guys, so that's a little video. If you want to see more, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys on the next one.